Hi everyone, I'm Rabela Masopa. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell. Today we are going to be discussing different takes of Africans on the issue of homosexuality as well as other people in Africa as a whole. Let's get into it. Majority of the people in Uganda are in favor of abolishing homosexual people or the LGBTQI plus community in their society. The country went as far as creating laws that criminalize being homosexual, the reason being that homosexual behavior is against the cultural norms and morals of Uganda as a nation. Therefore, such practices are not allowed. This shows the bitter side of democracy because it only works in favor of majority groups and oppresses minority groups.
In our country, we will have our morals. We will protect our children. And we are making this law. We are making this law for ourselves. We are making this law for our children. We are making this law for the children of our children. This country will stand firm. And once it passed, I can tell you, Madam Speaker, we are going to reinforce the law enforcement officers to make sure that homosexuals have no space in Uganda.
South Africa is one of the African countries that have approved human rights for the LGBTQI plus community. Therefore, marching against Uganda's anti-homosexual law was well within South Africa's beliefs. The main issue here is that people who are against homosexuality and those who are not against it fail to see things from each other's points of view. Instead, they choose to project or assert their own beliefs on each other.
I'm here to say to the comrades and the people of Uganda, we are with them against the tyranny, because we cannot allow any regime in the world to kill people on the basis of identity. We are victims of identity politics. We were killed because we were black. And the only crime we committed was being black. Today, all those who have been killed in Uganda is because it's a community that belongs to LGBTQI+. As a result, they get killed because you woke up one day, you don't like them. How are you going to identify that a person is gay?
Citizens of Botswana also campaigned, but for a purpose different from that of South Africans. Botswana citizens are totally against the bill that aims to protect the LGBTQI plus community rights. They clearly stated that Botswana is a religious country, hence it shall not entangle with beliefs from homosexual people.
No, we are saying no to abomination, no to sin. Botswana is a Christian country.
It means that family is the strongest union in our country. Not only does it reduce infant mortality rate, it strengthens the family. It helps a child in growing up with great moral standards that are law-abiding in the country.
Now, following the ruling that the two sections in the penal code must be deleted, we know very well, and we felt that that is going to legalize homosexuality. Our view is not that we hate them. Our view is that it is a law that is not going to benefit us as a nation.
What Christians believe should happen, and it clearly says Christians do not agree with this, and therefore they are giving us a guideline of how we should debate the law, because that is what those are the dictates. They are dictating to us what God dictated to us.
Homosexual people from anti-homosexuality countries have already begun to seek refuge in countries which are more friendly to the LGBTQI plus community like South Africa and other countries. Because life and safety really does come first, especially now that there are life-threatening occurrences towards homosexual people.
being queer is not it's unacceptable in Zambia. I started receiving threats. I left at a time that the police wanted to come catch me. They were coming to catch me, such that my face was all over social media, all over TV, and all over Zambia newspapers looking for me. That's when I left. Being queer in Zambia is punishable by 10 to 14 years in prison, and I was about to be sent to prison, so I had no choice but to come to South Africa.
Despite the efforts of European and Western countries urged to Africans to change laws and accommodate the LGBTQI+ community, many Africans stand firm and bluntly refuse to give in. They openly stand by what they believe in and are confident in their current laws and decisions regarding the homosexuality issue. The following videos show some of the responses given by African leaders to European and Western leaders, as well as the media.
One of the major issues, and it's a holdover from sort of colonial Victorian, is the issue of sexual preference in many African countries. In Kenya, to be gay, the LGBT community is illegal. They just want to have equal rights, the same privacy and equality as all other Kenyans do. Is that something that you aspire to for your country?
I want to be very clear, Christiana. I will not engage in a subject that is of no, it is not of any major importance to the people and the Republic of Kenya. This is not an issue, as you would want to put it, of human rights or this. This is an issue of society, of our own base as a culture, as a people, regardless of which community you come from. This is not acceptable. This is not agreeable. This is not about Uhuru Kenyatta saying yes or no. This is an issue that the people of Kenya themselves, who have bestowed upon themselves a constitution, right, after several years, have clearly stated that this is not a subject that they are willing to engage in, yeah, at this time and moment. In years to come, possibly long after I'm president, who knows? Maybe our society will have reached a stage where those are issues that people are willing, freely and open to discuss. I have to be honest with you. And that is the position that we have always maintained. Those are the laws that we have, and those are laws that are 100% supported by 99% of the Kenyan people, irregardless of where they come.
We cannot ask Senegal to say tomorrow we legalize homosexuality and tomorrow is gay parades. That's not possible either, because our society doesn't accept it. Society will evolve. It will take as long as it takes. I believe that even in northern countries, this debate isn't totally exhausted. Senegalese public opinion massively backs the criminalization of homosexuality. Under the country's laws, anyone found guilty of having gay sex is liable to 5 years imprisonment. Senegal is predominantly Muslim. President Macky Sall said his country respected human rights, but he emphasized that no changes on laws regarding homosexuality would be forthcoming.
Homosexuals are deviations from normal. This deviant, is he deviant by nature or by nurture? We need a medical opinion on that. The Western countries should stop wasting the time of humanity by trying to impose their practices on other peoples.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of our video. Please leave your views and opinions in the comment section. Until we meet again, ciao.